Welcome back to Crypto Space is back with another Monad update for you guys. Monad sitting above 2 cent. Any entry under 2 cent, even at 2 cent, any entry under 3 cent for Monad is a great entry. If you're being sidelined right now thinking, I'm not sure if Monad is gonna break out here, man, DCA, man, buy some now, buy half of the bag now, and if it drops lower again, you add you DCA down another half of the bag, right? You got $1,000, put in 500 now. If it crashes, if it pulls back a bit, you add the other 500, right? But right now, Russell at 2 cent, 220. Monad. I just made a Russell. Monad is at 2 cent, 220 mil market cap. My apologies for that, guys. Yeah, 220 mil market cap for Monad. And like I said, all you need is 100,000 Monad, man. That's all you need, man. I think $1 to $3 price prediction for Monad is in the cards. I don't care if anyone goes against what I'm saying. I've broken down the tokenomic structure. I've broken down how the token unlocks will affect my price ranges and price targets. I've broken down how previous altcoin layer ones with ecosystems went and ran from the 200 mil to 300 mil market cap all the way up to 10 to 30 bill market cap, right? We've seen that in 2020, in the 2020 cycle with Solana, Avalanche, Matic, and a few others as well. I think Cardano made a massive move like that in 2020 to 2021. XRP as well, right? So, with Monad being an even better EVM chain than the Avalanches and Says of the world, where their TVL keeps rising exponentially against all these other EVMs, with a community that is very cult-like, man. I'm telling you, like they riding, they are riding for Monad. You talk down on Monad, they gonna pull up on you, man. They gonna pull up on you with the strap, man. If you guys know what that means, right? They do not play about Monad anywhere, not on crypto Twitter, not in IRL, nowhere, man. So all you need, in my opinion, is 100,000 Monad tokens. That is around $2,036 right now. Okay, I don't think that's gonna break the bank, but if it's too much right now, Monad is extra cheap. If it's too much for you, I get it. Times are tough. Everything is expensive. Inflation is kicking our ass. Every year things are getting more and more expensive. So if you can't afford 100,000 Monad, 50,000 Monad is $1,018 right now, which is still a great investment. You hold this bad boy up to $1 to $3, boom, you got a 50k, 100k, 150k. And if you buy the 100,000 coins, you get 100k, 200k, if not 300k for Monad, right? And there's people with millions of tokens, but don't look at the whales, man. Don't be worried with what the whales do unless you're making the same moves as them. A lot of whales accumulated down here. That's the only time you worry about the whales, what they're as in what they're doing. If you see them accumulating, you accumulate too, right? But don't be too worried. I'll be like, oh, they got people with 1 million Monad, 2-3 million Monad. Don't worry about that, man. Let's take it one step. Excuse me, still under the weather, guys. But let's take it one step at a time, man. We get a massive win on Monad. We have, long-term 5 to 10 year time horizon bags after we take some profits, and then we do it again. So yeah, Monad is looking very bullish right here. Let's see if we got the breakout. Also wanted to share with you guys, well, a lot of people think 2026 is going to be bear market. Even Benjamin Cowen, I know a lot of people know who Benjamin Cowen is. TA, massive YouTuber who called the cycle extremely accurately, calling for 60% Bitcoin dominance years before it happened, calling for alts to bleed against Bitcoin. He's been crushing it this entire cycle. But he was in a recent video and made an interesting point, and this is basically what I was saying. There still can be outlier coins in a bear market. I've seen it with like Casper in the 2022 bear market or 2023 bear market. In 1 year, Casper came out and exploded. He also made reference to Terra Luna that exploded in 2022. I was around in 2022. I remember even in the bear market, there were coins that still were outliers that outperformed Bitcoin, especially like the AI coins as well. when they started to explode, like FET, for example, right? So there will be outliers. And I think, like I said in my previous video, what hinges on the move for Monad for the next year, right, is 2026 either being bullish or Monad being an outlier, right? And I think Monad is an outlier. And I know nothing is guaranteed in crypto. If I'm wrong, I'll make a video and admit that I'm wrong. But I'm going to be positive and optimistic and stick to my guns that Monad will be an outlier altcoin for next year, even during a bearish market, right? So here you have Ben Cowan in an interview with Bankless explaining what I'm talking about. Here you go.
Has topped for the cycle.
You said Bitcoin. Does that mean all of crypto? Not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is
So,
Bitcoin.
like I said, he thinks Bitcoin's topped, and the interviewer asked him if it does it mean all of crypto is going to be topped or not perform, right? And here you go.
All of crypto, not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is king. That just means everything downstream of Bitcoin as well. The cycle is over.
There's always some stuff that puts the new all-time highs in the midterm year, right? Like, I mean, even last cycle we saw Luna put in an all-time high in 2022. So it certainly could be that some things go to all-time highs. I don't think there's going to be like an alt season or anything like that in early 2026. If there are new all-time highs, it would be just for select altcoins, just a few of them.
Okay. Monad Army, just a select few of them. There will be altcoins that go to all-time highs. There's no alt season, but there will be altcoins that go to new all-time highs, just a few of them. And I think I have the confidence that Monad is one of those outliers, one of those select few that will go to new all-time highs in the 2026 bear market trend that we have. Okay, just like he said in 2022, I was there in 2022 and I saw the outliers. Monad will be an outlier. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. I also saw another tweet as well. Hold on, it's in my bookmarks.
Ben.
Don't pay attention to anything else you see my bookmarks, right? Okay, it's the first one. Nice. So from Diego Vaz, Monad 30 days old, 396 million stablecoins. Sui 2.5 years old, 495 stablecoins. Monad caught up to 80% of Sui stablecoin market in a single month. In fact, it would make more sense to compare Monad with Sui Network when they were at similar stage in their life cycle. I said the same thing. From that perspective, on-chain activity in Monad has been quite impressive. The DApps are high quality, the memes as well. I'm covering memes because the memes are so low cap on Monad. Like, they're less than 100K market cap. You could toss in $50 in a coin and make six figures to 6 to 7 figures. Okay, it's a good time to bet on the ecosystem. But either way, from Zhang Lu, this guy has like 6.5 mil Monad tokens. And the builder teams of Monad are strong. For example, Fastlane is even better than many LST platforms outside the chain. While on-chain activity has declined due to broader market conditions, I still don't see any reason why Mon couldn't reach 10 cents in the near future. Now, this is the thing. He's calling for 10 cents in the near future. 10 cents in the midterm, very likely. Of course, very likely in the short term, right? But I'm looking for a longer term horizon, expanding out to maybe a year or two from now for Monad, getting to like $1 to $3, right? But yeah, 10 cents in the short term. We established a floor up around 10 to 20 cents for Monad. We established that floor to eventually then push us to $1, 2 to 3 in the future, right? But that is amazing. Is an amazing stat. In 30 days, Monad has $400 million in stablecoins, $400 million in stablecoins, and it took Sui 2.5 years to get to 500 million stablecoins. We are literally about to flip Sui in stablecoin deposits in 30 days. In 30 days, where Sui took 2.5 years to establish that. Monad, like I said, is Solana and Ethereum joined together on steroids, right? That's why it's going to outperform a lot of these other L1s. I wouldn't be surprised. People look at it as, from the top L1s perspective, it's going to be XRP because of their cult army, BNB because Binance, CZ Binance, you can't fade him. Ethereum, of course, right? And on the EVM chain, you have Monad, and of course Solana. Those are going to be the chains that people, as I think, because Monad, in my opinion, will have like its own cult type community that pushes it no matter what, just like Solana does. And, you know, just like how Solana has pushed towards, you know, getting institutions, so will Monad, right? Because there's always people out there that are looking for great investments, right? And in my opinion, Monad, you know, as far as the technology go, it's better than XRP's chain. I've used XRP's much better. It's better than HBar's chain. I've used HBar. I've used Avalanche. I've used Sui, and I think Monad's tech, from me using it. Okay, I'm speaking from my experience. I think Monad is much more fast and smooth, man, and it's easier for someone who like me, who's an Ethereum bull. I love Ethereum. I'm an Ethereum bull. It's easier for someone like me to just hop into, you know, the Monad ecosystem in like 2 seconds, right? With different bridges through MetaMask and Phantom Wallet, right? Someone like me, I like Solana, but the Phantom Wallet integration as well is so easy to use, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Monad update today, guys. So basically, Monad is speed running what Sui did in 30 days compared to 2.5 years. Monad did what, you know, in 30 days what Sui had to take 2.5 years to accomplish. So we could potentially see that in the price action as well, where it speed runs its price action, right, to the upside. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Like and subscribe. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. And I'll catch you. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.